Well, here we have our first problem of the activity B, which is x elevated to the second term plus sin of x dx plus x multiplied by y dy equals to 0. The first step of this problem is we're going to select our term m and our term n. Then we're going to derivate the term m in question of y, and then we have this term as a result. Then we derivate the second term, which is n, in terms of x, and we obtain this result, which shows us that it is not exact because they are not the same. Then we proceed to apply the formula to know what we have to use in order to obtain our result, which is m of y minus n of x all divided by n. Here is this step, and here's the result that we've got. Then we need to check the other formula, which is n of x minus m of y all divided by n, and we obtain this result. Then we can see that the easiest result is this one. So this is the one that we're going to use as our integrating factor. Then here we have our mu equals to the e elevated to the integral of 1 divided by x. Then we apply the formula of the integral with the e and the logarithm, and we obtain as a result 1 divided by x. Then we pass to the next step, which is to multiply all the problem for the integrating factor. Then we simplify the result, and we obtain the result. We proceed to integrate the m with the integrated factor multiplied, and we obtain this. Now, as you can see, we've got our g of x, which is the formula with the gx that you need to substitute and derivate in order to know the value of the gx. Here we have with all the results that the value of g is y. Then we integrate g, that is y, and we obtain y elevated to the square divided by 2, and substituting this and then with all the values that we obtained before, we have that this is our final solution. Here I have our first problem of the activity A, problem number 5. We have sin of y plus y divided by x to the square multiplied by sin of g divided by x. All this with the dx. Then we have plus x multiplied by cosine of y minus 1 divided by x and multiplied by sin of y divided by x, all this by the differential of y equals to 0. The first thing we have to do is we have to derivate our first term m in order with y, and we obtain this. This is a result of the derivative of m and in question of y. Then we have to derivate n, this is n, in question of x in order to obtain this. And if we compare both of the results, we know that it is an exact differential equation. Now we proceed to integrate n with the differential of y in order to obtain this. With this, we can now proceed to obtain the value of the g, the g. Now what we have to do is to integrate this in order to obtain the value of g. Making this operation, we can conclude that the integral of g is this one. Now we have to substitute this the result with all the previous results that we obtained, and now we know that this complete is our final result of the entire problem of the differential equation. Our second problem of the activity B, we have 1 divided by y elevated to the square multiplying 1 plus natural logarithm of x and y. All this is with the differential of x. Then the second term, we have x divided by y multiplied to the third exponential, and minus 3. All this with the differential of y equals to 0. Now the first step, we have to, here are m and here are n. First we have to derive our first term m with the variable of y. Then we do all the process and we obtain this. Then we have to derive the second term in terms of x, and we obtain this. Now we test both options of the formula. First, the m of y minus n of x divided by n, and we obtain this. And then we test the second option, and it gives us the result. If we compare them, they are not exact. Not exact differential equation. Now we can see that this is more easier than the other one. That's why this is going to be our integrating factor. Now we have that is e raised to the integral of this term. Now we do all the process of the g and the gx, and substituting all the results into the final step, we obtain that this is our final solution for this problem.